Regarding the crowdsourcing activity, there is a crowdsourcing team that is a small team. We are only 3 consultants. We are not UN staff, and we have also some interns. And with me, we have both Michael and Taiwo. And oh, Michael, you're here?
Yes. Hello.
Okay, hello. So yes, so Michael is also a consultant as I am, and he's coordinating the crowdsourcing activities. And he was based in Brindisi, but he's not now working remotely as I do. And that's our website that actually Michael's created. So if you're interested, you can access to it. And this is where you will have information regarding the activities we do. We also have some voice of the community. We have, for example, a UN mapper of the month that is selected by within the volunteers based on, for example, their contribution or the way they engage with their local communities when we organize a training with them, etc., etc. Okay. And here you also can access all our social media. This is where our colleague Raquel is acting. So you can find us on Facebook, Twitter, or X now, Instagram, LinkedIn, and also, as I said, if you want to interact with us, I would say at any time, it's more on Discord. Okay.
Okay.
And from there, you can learn to map with us. And this is where you access our Learning Hub. That is a self-learning platform based on Moodle. That is one of the most well-known learning management system, open source. And you need actually to register. Okay, and you can choose your favorite language. I'll put that on English. If you did not created your account yet, I would suggest for the UN people, you can use your Azure account. Okay, should work. For the other people, it would be better, I would say, to create a new account using your personal email address. I would strongly encourage you not to use Facebook. LinkedIn is working okay, I think, but Facebook, people, it works sometimes, that after that, people cannot access anymore. So again, use this way to create your new account. If you're not part of the UN, if you're part of the UN, you can try with Azure. Okay. And when you created your account, you just need to log in. So I will just switch that because I put my default language as French, as a French citizen, as you, I guess, already noticed by my accent. Okay. And the first time when you will enter one of these courses, you will have, I think, no, that first time that you enter, you have to accept the acknowledgement regarding the personal, the privacy of your personal data. Okay, you have a long text you can read, and you click on OK or I agree at the very end. And then you need to enroll to the courses. Okay, so I hope most of you already at least had a look and maybe completed your things that were missing in your knowledge regarding what is presented in the OSM basics. And this is where, for the people with still very little experience in OpenStreetMap, and especially for those who do not have any experience of JOSM, please read this this guide. Okay. And yes, before that, most of you are English speaker, or at least if you're not native English speaker, English is the foreign language you master the most. Okay, but all our materials are available with the same details in English, Spanish, French, Italian, Portuguese, and Chinese. We don't have Arabic yet, and we don't have Russian at all. Okay, so the training I will do over the session will be in English, but for example, is for your native French speaker, is really you can switch the learning hub into French or Spanish for Spanish speaker. Okay. So for JOSM, it's basically it's following after you install it had a quick overview. It's you have all the steps of I mean be familiar with the interface, and then you add imagery, you process tools, you apply tags on objects, you validate, and you upload. That is basically the workflow. You then proceed. If you go to modes and tools, it's made of the most interesting tool for at least beginners, and is there. All of them are shown with GIF file. Okay, that's showing also the shortcuts that can be used. Okay, so it's very practical, and you can apply and that, and I guess quickly, if you have already an experience in ID, you can apply that to JOSM. Okay, with this course. And if you want to test a bit your knowledge, there is a quiz for any of the guides of this OSM Basics course. So I also encourage you to test you with a JOSM quiz. Okay. Anyway, also this guide would be interesting to know, because it is where you will basically know about reading topography on the maps, and will be important, for example, when you will, especially, I would say always interesting, but especially it's mandatory, I would say, if you are validating waterways. And also the second chapter is about the imageries, comparing them, figuring out what is the oldest one, the newest one, etc. Okay, many screenshots, etc. Just having a check on the chat. Yes, there's may happen. Some people are waiting for the confirmation email in the Learning Hub, and we don't know why. Some people they never receive it. I had the same issue yesterday with another training. People did not receive the confirmation email, but it was for creating the OpenStreetMap account. So I don't know what the the email providers are doing now. They seem they block a lot of things. So if so, yes, you can tell us that. For example, if you did not manage to get the confirmation email, you can reach out on Discord, and we'll have the possibility to end the process for you. Okay. So OSM Basics is supposedly the knowledge that is in it is a prerequisite for the course that we will do regarding validation. Okay, you may have a lot of experience in OpenStreetMap, and you do not actually do need to read this material, but because you already got it for different way, but just I will not teach what is in it. And so prerequisite is being an advanced mapper and mastering all the topics that is in this course. So this is really a course for an advanced course. And in our advanced course, as you can see, we have already, no, sorry, we only have something about validation. Yes, and it has 3 guides. Okay, validation techniques, interactions with the OSM contributors, and OSM validation workflows. Okay. Basically, we will learn together different tools or techniques, let's say, within tools that will serve for the validation workflow. And there's a specific guide to interact with other contributors to figure out what their profile, their skills, etc., and engage discussion with them when it is required. When you want actually to provide a feedback that can be positive or negative, and also how to handle the issue when the people are not responding. Yeah, thank you for the microphone. Okay, that's what we will do. Maybe you already had a look on this guides. So the first one it will cover those topics. Okay, we'll know how to. Yes, just something. You're not supposed to see that. That's my account that shows this 8th chapter that I will actually delete because interactions were there at the beginning and I forgot to delete it. But as a pure student, maybe I can just change my profile. Connect as. Don't remember how to do that actually. Well, anyway, okay. So after the introduction, this guide covers different tools that you may know already, but not for these specific purposes. Okay, that's for example the validation step within the tasking manager. Some techniques that you can use in JOSM and specific plugins for an advanced validation, and things that are I would say tools per se, okay, like using Overpass, that is a technology to retrieve data from OpenStreetMap that you may already know. Just if you wanted to download some data to use it in, for example, GIS context, but it can be used in a validation purpose. Osmose, that is the web a website that is showing potential issues. We did it. That is a service that will detect changes in data. Okay, and also SMChart that an interesting services that make many things regarding analyzing the OSM chain sets and compare the latest version of OSM data between the two latest version of the data. Okay, and so we will learn together this all these tools, and they will be actually used. After that, in the workflow, we will proceed for the different features that we will validate together. Okay. So validation workflow will have some primary preliminary steps, whatever the map features that you want to validate. And then we have specific workflow for places and areas, highways, waterways, and the interaction between highways and waterways that are bridges, fords, and culverts. Okay. And there is also no workflow, the way we will interact with the contributors. And beyond the validation of the data, the current data, there is also a chapter that proposes some workflow. What do you do to monitor the data after the validation? That's why it's called post-validation monitoring for a long-term perspective, to maintain the quality of the data after the validation process. Yeah, these titles are very short because unfortunately it's limited to 255 characters for all the languages, and we have many languages, so it needs to be very, very, very short. So that's why you have generally in the table of contents very short titles, but the chapter itself has there's no limitation characters, so it can be more longer and a bit more meaningful sometimes. There is a question, can I move to OSM Advanced without going for basics? Yes, you can. If you're sure that you master everything, you can do it. There is no, it could be restricted. You need to have followed the full course of OSM Basic before having the right to access the OSM Advanced course. That's not the case. Actually, you can enter any guide of any course in the order you want. It's not limited because we know the experience of each other is different. You can also have a specific interest of something, and we suggest. I mean, the guide they are generally ordered by the way when you're beginner, we suggest you to follow, but anyone is free to do the way they want. Okay. And the validation workflow at the end, for example, when you want to apply for highways, there is the validation point that will be what we want actually to monitor. Okay, that's all the check we want to do, and the validation steps are how we apply these the validation points we want to check. Okay, so basically, using different tools at our disposal, the one we learned in the previous guides. Okay, and so for example, for the highways, yeah, there is 5, 6, 7 steps, each of them covering a specific aspect of the data quality. Can be regarding the road classification, the consistency of it, checking all the pieces of the road network to check if they are okay in regarding the geometry, their obstruction, etc., etc. We also have a step to be sure that anything is missing. I mean, for example, a small road connecting two settlements, it would be missing. We will also check the consistency of the road network, comparing the region we are validating to the others around. It's some consistency, or you can see they're very different the way it has been mapped compared to the other, and also using a post validation in JOSM the day after in Osmov to see if there is some remaining errors that we missed. That's just an example. Huh? So today we will start obviously by learning some of these techniques. And the aim of all of that is to regarding the validation of the OpenStreetMap data, we have certain goals, okay, that we want. We were aiming at to validate the OSM data to reach a certain level of quality, okay. Well, the issues of quality in OpenStreetMap, let me, yes, just zoom in a bit. What we have generally is errors in the interpretation of imagery, okay? And really, and generally that is made by novice mappers. You can also have experienced mappers mapping with a specific personal way that is not really the same for the rest of the OSM community, but that's a rare situation. This, most of the mistakes are made by novice mappers. Things that are incomplete. That's a problem. Incompleteness is also something that is preventing the OSM data to be good, let's say. And there's also the lack of homogeneity of the data, as I said, comparing the one region to another, to avoid having kind of a mosaic, a patchwork of areas mapped differently for the same map features. That's something we need to harmonize.